We alive, boys. We're live. Give some time for some people to go on. Welcome, guys. Just giving people a little bit of time to pop on. All right, we got 3 people watching, so I guess it's time to get started. Plenty of gas. Alright, so I'm getting started with some pine to get this fire pit nice and big. Alright, now that there's a couple people on my channel, wow, there's 90 people watching. Thank you guys. Let me put my poll up. Ask me any questions. Hold on. Wow, I already got some people commenting on here. How you guys doing? Welcome, Robert. Hello. What am I doing? I'm about to split firewood. Thank you for joining my live stream, guys. Cheers. Thank you very much. What is the tallest tree you've ever felled? Probably 50 or 60 feet high. It was a giant cedar tree. I don't know why my fire's not lighting. There's a little fire in it. Maybe it will grow. I'm going to add some magic powder. I forgot, I put my tripod right where I got to throw this wood. So I got to move you real quick. There we go. I got to adjust this so you can see me splitting and see the fire. So welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me. Alright, how much wood exactly is in a quart? Do you mean a cord or a quart? A quart of wood is 128 cubic feet loose and about 180 cubic feet, no, 128 cubic feet stacked and about 180 cubic feet loose. What temperature is wood kilned at? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's slow. This wood looks good in seasoned, ready to burn. This firewood is not seasoned. It's probably about half seasoned right now. put some more kindling on this thing. Get this baby lit. My kindling's a little wet. Because that's all, because it rained. So I gotta see if I can find myself some drier kindling. Because that stuff is soaked. Go into my shed and grab some more that's actually dry. Here we go. Here's some super dry trying to get this lit. I think I've seen a couple more questions come up on the screen. Let's see. Let's turn to God. Shepherd's Chapel on YouTube explains the whole Bible. God bless. God's Shepherd's Chapel. Okay. Are these trees you harvest on your own land? No. They're all tree service wood. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Some of these channels are weird, but thank you for joining me. Looks cold out there. No, it's actually really warm. Where is this? Where is this and price per cord? I am in South Jersey, and my prices per cord is $2.60. Are you? You are. What? I can't see this in the dark. It's too dark. Are you sacrificing a child? No, that is against my religion. And that is sin. 6. I got a skin tag on. Delete you. I am from South Jersey. we go. Now this fire's burning. Alright, I'm going to try to see if I can move that camera so you guys can see the fire. Maybe I'll move the fire in front of it. There you go. Now you can see that fire. This is AI, whatever you think. Ask. Oh man, I just dumped my stinking water again. I have a thing for dumping my water. Question about firewood, LOL. Will it burn? Yes. This is AI. Hey, welcome, Bike. How you doing? I just spilled my drink, so I ain't got much left. Can you prove it's real firewood? It's burning. Hold on, someone's texting me. Alright. Can't feel the heat? You gotta get closer. I can feel the heat. Where am I from? South Jersey. I'd love to work with you. I appreciate that. If you ever have I feel fire from here. Glad to hear it. What kind of splitter do you have? I have a DR splitter like that. This is just the Super Split. I'm not sure what model. What's the best firewood? Pine. What kind of wood are you cutting right now? Oak. this isn't oak. I don't know what this is. Smoky. Hey, 317 people watching. Thanks. Hold on, I gotta figure out why my thing's not charged. My phone's not charging. Die. There we go. Alright, Birch burns hot and fast too. Trying to catch up on comments. Wow, I got a whole bunch of comments. Hold on, guys. Are there any... you can burn a lot of different wood in a wood burning stove. How much money do you need to get nuclear reactor running at full power? I have no idea. How long? Sorry guys. The lighting's just terrible. How long do you leave the logs before cutting your 18-inch pieces? As long as it takes for me to get the time to cut them. I I really need a light. Alright, at least this guy is chopping the wood good today. At least last time, whoever it was doing logs. Okay. How long do you age/season your wood before burning? I don't season my firewood. I sell it green. That doesn't really matter because smaller pieces cure faster. Yes. Sounds like pine burning fast and hot. Hardwood like maple burns slower. Yes. Oak burns long and hot. Yes. Another person says hi. Thanks for fire. How long do you weather your logs before cutting and splitting? Like I said before, I don't season my firewood at all. Unless you get lucky at the end of the year and I have some left over. Maybe I can put my light behind me. Maybe that would help. There you go. Now, alright. Do you cut wood the old-fashioned way? Sometimes. Bring back memories as a kid looking for wood and cutting wood in the winter using a chainsaw. Alright, I'm going to stop right there and get back to splitting, and I'll come back and answer more in a little bit. Jeez, this thing's smoking. It's because that pine on the top is not seasoned at all. I got an idea. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go grab my blower and start this fire up. Alright, so I got my blower. If my mic's still hooked up, I'm gonna try to stoke this fire real quick. One way to do it. It's been a while since I had this many people on a stream. Alright, let's try to see if I can answer your questions real quick. If I missed your question, put it in the chat again. Trying to see if there's any questions I can answer real quick. Thank you guys for all the comments. That's lit, bro. 2 times Chuck. Thank you guys. 378 people watching. Hey, hit that like button. I would totally appreciate it if I can get to 100 likes. So all this firewood is being split right now, hopefully to bring another cord of wood out for a delivery sometime, either this week or next week, because right now my dump trailer's in the shop, so I can't do any deliveries right now, which is sad. time since I've had almost 300 viewers. I think the most I had was 500 something, but that was only for like a couple of seconds. I looked up, it said 550, and then it dropped right back down to like 50 viewers. So I'm surprised I got a decent amount staying on. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Try not to miss you guys' comments. What's the best firewood? For me, I like burning pine. Wow, 481. Holy moly, guys, thank you. And 58 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. What is the best axe for splitting firewood? A splitting maul with a good wooden handle. I don't have one right now. My wooden handle broke. But that's some fine looking firewood. Thank you, sir. No problem. I got to refill on something else. I spilled my drink. Give me 1 second. I don't know where I can put my glass where it won't spill. Because I keep spilling the damn thing. I don't have a table out here. Hold on, let me go find something I can put this on. Give me 1 second. Because I keep spilling it. I think there's a chair over here somewhere. And I don't have my cup holder. I want to get a cup holder made. Alright, well, I found a bin that maybe I can put my glass on. Nope, that's going to fall over too. Oh well. If it falls over, it falls over. That's some fine. Where are you located? I'm in South Jersey. Drink it when it won't spill. I'm not drinking it all at once. I need something to keep my mouth from being dry. a steak and a baked potato would be good right about now. Hey, if you want to bring one over, I will gladly eat both. Get a pint and bottle holder. I have one, I just don't know where I put it. I can mount to my splitter. Is that what you call a spike? What? A little bit of butter, salt, and pepper, shredded pepper jack cheese. Hey, bring it over. It's hard to read the comments and look at the camera. And this bright light. Well, I dropped a little bit of people, but that's quite alright. I just put my fire out. Jeez, that's hot. Ugh. Especially if you hit yourself in the head with ambers. How many cords have I sold this season? My season generally starts around March. Let's see. Not much. Probably less than 40 quarts. Thank you for the hearts. I'm going to make that, when I was blowing that fire, I'm going to make that into a YouTube short. That's well deserving of a YouTube short. Apparently this wood is sopping wet. I'm going to get a different piece of wood. Alright, here's some stuff that's actually seasoned. Ugh. That wood is actually seasoned. this wood has been sitting for 3 years. So hopefully this stuff will light. This one's got a knot in it, so I gotta go grab my maul. Cause this super split can split some knotted wood, but if it's too knotted, it doesn't like splitting it. So, if it don't like to split with it, I use my other splitter. Well, I got this splitter off, might as well see if anybody else has any more questions. Let's see. Russia is here, bro. Thank you for watching from Russia. Cheers. I wish I was having fun having a fire right now. You No longer have a beard. I still have a beard. I don't know. It doesn't it look like it. I don't think I cinched it. Don't look like it did. Doesn't look like it. At least I can't see it now. If it did, don't look like it. Have you ever tried to split wood? I've ever tried to split up wood. That is a pain. Yes, all the time. Hi from Greece. Cheers to you. Thank you for watching me. Applewood is a pain. I don't know. I don't have applewood. I don't split applewood around here. It's hard to read comments. See, so it looks like this wood is catching a little bit. This wood I try not to use unless I have to, because this is my like super dry wood, and it's money. So if I'm burning a lot of my really dry wood, I'm burning money. That's firewood that I'm not able to sell. So that's the only downside of burning super dry stuff, is because then I'm losing out on profit. The more dry firewood I burn, I can't sell it. Yeah, my dump trailer, normally I would split right into my dump trailer. But my dump trailer had hydraulic problems, and well, it's in the shop. And I don't even know how long it's going to be in the shop for. Hopefully not too long, because I already got customers that want firewood. So hopefully it's not in the shop for like crazy amount of time, because otherwise I'm going to have to call the customers back and just cancel the orders, which I've done in previous years, because I've ran out of firewood, ran out of different equipment breaks. I can't split firewood. So you never want to do it, but sometimes it comes to that time where you have to call the shots, even if that means losing out on sales. Get this before it stinking binds up my splitter. One of the things you always want to do is keep scraping the bark and stuff off these super splitters right here, because it just keeps rolling over bark and compacting it, and if it gets too much, it can jam underneath the little wheel, and if the wheel stops moving, then the wheel starts turning into a square, and then you got to replace it. So always keep those clear of dirt and debris. got much logs left to split. The lumberjacks love life because he always fell for naughty ones. Where did you get your tough grip from? It works for you. Tough grip? I have no idea. Wow, I'm almost at an hour, which works perfectly because I'm almost out of firewood. So I'll probably be ending this in about a half hour. Wood puns. I don't get it. I don't get what you were supposed to trying to say. Southerns won't die. I tried to make a joke about wood, but it just wouldn't plane out. I have no idea. I'm lost. Can't see my stack of firewood. I don't know why somebody put some split firewood in my chunked logs that I need to split already. Why is there... I hate when people do this. There's a split pile and a chunk pile. They're two different piles. They're not the same pile. or split firewood in my chunk firewood pile. Doesn't make sense to me why you would put firewood that's already split in a pile of firewood that needs to be split. That fire's blazing now. Let's see what else we got. I tried to make about the land of the Southerners laugh about what? I didn't get a single thing you said. That was burning. Man, I missed this. See if we can get to 100 likes before this video's over. Alright, I got 2 more logs. And then I'm gonna have to call it a night. Ah, come on. How do you know what wood is safe to use on a grill or make s'mores with? Any food tree. So, apple, oak, cedar, not cedar, no pine, because they have sap in it, and that sap is toxic. So pretty much any hardwood you can cook over. Cherry you can cook over. Greetings from Minnesota. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so pretty much any softwood. This is my last round that I'll be splitting tonight. Okay, so where'd you go? So you should have seen this fire. So it was dying down. So I was trying to get the stupid thing to start. And it wouldn't light. So I grabbed my backpack blower. I'm just like blowing in it. It's dropping hot ambers down my shirt, down my back, throwing ambers everywhere. I can find it and make it a YouTube short. Alright. Somebody's message was deleted. What is the least smokiest wood to burn? Any wood that's dry. Alright, well my wood is, I don't have a split because I couldn't get my generator started to prepare for more. So if anybody else doesn't have any other questions that they want to ask me before I end the live, feel free to ask it real quick. If not, I'm just going to end the live stream and hopefully do one on Saturday at some point. Well, my light's out. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Have fun.